What's up, YouTube? Finally made it to AIT. This video I'm just gonna be talking about what all I did at base training. Like, you guys base training may not be like my base training. I'm gonna be telling you guys what all happened. I'm gonna be answering some of you questions, some of you guys' questions I put on my Instagram right now. What kind of physical activity did you have to go through? What was the hardest part of training? The most physical activities I had to go through was, of course, the forge. That's the most physical. It tests everything, not even just physical, it's mental. So it's like we didn't have that much sleep. We barely ate a lot because we had food out of a bag, and nobody wants that. So I didn't really eat that type of food. Don't worry about the background, like my roommate in there, but I didn't really eat that food. And then they had us crawling on the ground, low crawl. We had bullets being shot at. We had 240 Bravos, look that up. We had that being shot at us, and it was just a really hard time for me. So that was the hardest part of training. And also being when I don't worry about the phone, I got two phones. We had two part, like we had, basically it was hard. Did I get hurt? It's training, it's army. Like, you're going from a civilian to a civilian. So yes, I did get hurt a lot. My hamstring, they were very sore for a long time because they were just adjusting, get used to it. But at what point did you realize how much harm you could do? When I was getting when we was doing like a lot of push-ups and stuff, and I started to get stronger and build more energy and stuff like that. And also when we started shooting guns, like we was shooting guns, throwing grenades, running hand tricks. I'm just like, okay, I'm getting good with my gun. I'm getting pew 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 pew. So yeah, I guess when we started doing shooting and started having dangerous equipment, and I had on my helmet, my flicking stuff, that's when I realized, okay, it's getting more dangerous. Okay, I'm really getting on there. And it's like, what did you spend most of your time doing? I spent most of my time bonding. Like when you're in your I just got a message from one of my battle buddy. She says, I don't know what she said. She says C block for life. Shout out to her. Shout out to Madison. But yeah, it says, what did you spend most of your time doing? I spent most of my time bonding. Like, I know I'm going fast, but in basic training, bro, you're going to want to have to bond with your people. Like, for me, I was always this competitive person, so I be ready to fight. I be ready to do all this and that, and show I'm a real deal. So I'm a soldier. But yeah, I spent a lot of time laughing with my roommates, doing crazy stuff, doing this stuff that guys do when they're around us, but guys. So that was fun. But them the questions, them most some of the questions I got so far from it. But my base training experience was very difficult, not physically but mentally, because we had this is my first time being away from my mom, so I didn't have my phone on me. I didn't have social media. I was paying bills. I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna get my mom to get here for graduation and stuff like that. So that was the hardest thing with base training. You just gotta have a strong mindset. Everybody says have a strong mindset, but you don't really understand until you do base training. So the best thing I can tell you is just go with the flow, take one day at a time, and just enjoy being there. You're gonna get down, you're gonna get sad. So no matter how happy you're gonna get sad. And so just enjoy your moment and understand why you're there. Okay, the first thing we need in business training, you first go through reception. It's a week-long process, and you basically just you sign a lot of paperwork, and you gotta you're learning a little bit about the army and stuff like that. You're basically doing paperwork and getting all your stuff filled out, getting all your stuff activated, doing medical stuff, getting everything checked out, make sure everything's good before you go off, of course. And then after reception, you go to this thing called red phase. They got 3 phases, where really 5 phases in the base training. They have yellow phase, which is kind of getting out of that COVID phase. Red phase, one of the hardest phase. White phase, blue phase, and then victory phase, the last week of basic training, which is a very fun and kind of chill week. We had red phase. Red phase was a lot of smoking. The term smoke comes from a lot of push-ups, exercising and stuff like that. You're just doing a lot of physical activity. You're trying to like they're trying to weed them out. They're trying like drill sergeant. They're trying to see who's the weakest link, and they're trying to really focus on them and really send them out so they can become a better person. Like the best way to get better is to be called out for it in front of people. That's what you're like, okay, I don't want to seem like blah 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 blah. So you do that. So that's red phase in a nutshell. And red phase, it's called the first 72 hours. So the first, I think, week, like 35 days, is one of the hardest because you're constantly getting smoke. You get limited sleep. You're constantly standing for hours. Like they made us stand for hours. We had the low crawl, power drill sergeant. Like I love my drill sergeant, but in the beginning they made us. They'll come in while we sleeping. They'll just throw things around. They'll just like they just wake in. Like I be sleep like this. I wake up like when you get up and they come in, you gotta say these right. You gonna learn when you get the basic training. I gotta say these, and so I get up and they'll be like, blah blah blah. It's not the bed not made, or it's dirty, or you guys are lazy, and blah blah blah. And then the smokers, and then they just get real mad. They just start flipping stuff over, and paper stuff will fly. They'll dump trash cans around. Sometimes they make us pull out our camelbacks, which is like it's over there. It's filled with water and stuff like that. And then we'll have to do this thing called eviction. And eviction, if you guys know what that means in real life, is like when you get kicked out your apartment, right? Okay, we got kicked out of our barracks. So we'll pack all our stuff we had. Like if you need to organize your stuff and fold it, no, you're done. You're done. You take all that stuff out, you put it in your bag, and you go outside into the pit. Like at Fort Jackson, they have this thing called the pit. It's like a big old square with like tire to do your training on and stuff like that. But yeah, we had that, and red phase red phase one of the craziest phase because you're really getting smoked. You're not really getting treated like a human being. When we went to the DFAT, which is the dining facility, and we had to get in there. We had to parade rest. You had a step. So basically, like you know how you usually get your food, like you take your time with it's constantly moving. And if you're not moving fast enough, they'll throw your food around or you won't get what you want. So sometimes, like on the first day, some people will just get fruit. Some people will just get, sometimes you didn't even have enough time for a drink. Like, and then they give us 5 minutes to eat. And that's the worst part of the DFAT in red phase. Like you got all this food and you got 5 minutes and you're constantly working and moving. And so you're hungry. And so you're trying to feed yourself as much as you can, and your stomach's starting to get hurt. That's crazy. But nah, you start to get like full, the stomach starts to hurt. Somebody's knocking on our door. Somebody knock on the door. Who is it? Basically, they do all of that, and then after that, we had Fit to Win. It's the first thing you'll do. Like basic training is the first thing we did. It was the obstacle course. It was pretty fun. Like everybody does it, and then after everybody does it, they take the best people out of different platoons. A platoon is like your group mixed of like 40 to 50 people, like 30 to 50 people. And this group you stay in, this is the people who you're around the most, like your little squad. And so they picked the best people out of the 4 platoons. And we competed, like do the obstacle course, like we was calling under like ropes and stuff. We were doing mud and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to keep it short. If you guys want to like me to go more in depth with you, I do it personally. Just hit me up on Instagram. Should be down right here. Somewhere right here. Or right here. It's really matter. Somewhere right there. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll tell you anything you need to know. But for right now, I'm keeping it short and simple. This was the gas chamber. As you guys know, we entered the gas chamber. They teach us how to do our mask, y'all. Like you'll see when you get the equipment, we had to do that and to make sure our mask is over good. And it's just, I guess they're saying they're training you how to trust your equipment. So we'll be in there and we can breathe and we do well. And we get out. We take our mask off and you cannot breathe. Like it was horrible. You had people like coughing, just throwing up mucus, snot going all down your nose. You seen, like, if you watch this video, you probably have seen the basic training videos. Those videos only show you like a little bit of what basic training about. They show you like the action part. They don't show you like the long process. They getting tired, sleepy, like less food. Don't show you all that. They just show you that process. So this was Victory Tower, like a 55-foot tower. Like they had us like climbing up it. They had us like roping down. Like you had to rope down, and if you fail, you had to do it again or you make it up. Then also they had us rappelling down, so you'll be like, on the thing doing like this, right? And so you have to lean over and you have to take one foot off and you have to jump. And like Call of Duty, how they be jumping down the walls, you have to do that. That was fun. I'm scared of heights, so that was not fun to me. I did not like. I mean, it was fun because when you're scared of something and you're forced to do something like you're not used to, but you're scared of it, you get through it and you realize that you can make it. It's pretty fun. Next we had basic rifle. We had BRM, which is basic rifle marksmanship. So of course the guns, learn about the guns and stuff like that. Learn how to clean our weapons, how to take apart our weapons and stuff like that. We learned that stuff. After that, you go to grenades. You know, we threw grenades for a while. Most of the time we were shooting guns. Like that's the biggest thing in basic training. They teach you how to they make you stronger and more fit, and they teach you how to shoot a gun. That's the only thing you need in the army. Like that's really the main thing the army looks for you. Like, can he run and can he shoot? That's it. So we did that, and then we did team-based live fire for M1 Hammer. We did team-based live fire. You can look it up. It's like you have two people. Like, I'm tired. Like, I got a test. I'm in AIT. I got a test. So I'm making videos. Like I said, if you want to go in depth, let's hit me up on Instagram. But yeah, team with live fire. You have another person with you. Like you're both shooting together. You're shooting real guns. You have your air equipment. Boom, 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 boom. You're done. Next we have we have this thing. We do these big old field events. I think it's the hammer, the anvil, and the forge. The hammer is first, the forge, and then the hammer, the anvil, and the forge. If you think about it, it's like the hammer, the anvil, which do it, and then the forge. So you hammer, anvil, forge. So it's basically like a representation of you going through all these events, and basic training is molding you. It's molding you into a soldier. It's molding you into a soldier. So basically, you got the hammer, a field exercise event. You got the anvil. You got the forge. Boom, boom, boom. And so those are the only three main field events you'll do. Like you'll go out, you'll rock. Walking is basically like having like a big backpack on and walking like a lot of miles. In total, we walked like 35 miles. And the forge was like 10 miles there total, and then 10 miles back. Like I said, if you guys want a more in-depth detail, I'm just giving you guys all the nitty-gritties. If you guys want a more in-detailed video, just let me know and go more in detail about it. Right now, I'm all over the place, but the biggest advice I can give you for basic, the biggest advice I can give you for basic is to just keep your head up. Don't go to basic training expecting them to make you fit. Go ahead and already be at a good level of fitness, and they will take that and they will build off of that. Because I'm telling you, no matter how fit you are, they will get you. I don't care if you're the top athlete in the world. Okay, they see you doing good, they're gonna push you more. They're gonna push you to the point where they're pushing you too much, but it's like, hey, what are you gonna do about it? So keep your head up, mentally strong. It's not hard at all. If you're a social outcast, don't worry about it, you're good. If you got family at home, got kids, wife, husband, sister, brother, anything like that, but it's gonna be a tough time for you because you're gonna be without your phone. Only thing you're gonna be able to do is send mail. You get mail every week, once every week. And so you're constantly wondering what's going on. You only get your phones, we only got our phones on Sunday. To get the phone on Sunday, you only got it for 30 minutes out the whole time in basic. So in total, like I was in basic for probably like over 500 hours, maybe about like 500 hours. I only got my phone for probably like 4 hours total. So like not being able to call or trying to see what people are doing to make sure everything's good. You got problems at home. That's probably one of the hardest things in basic. But other than that, if you got the like right mindset, you got somewhat of a fitness, and you're determined to be a soldier, it's great. You're gonna be a soldier. Simple. Like it's not hard at all. Like only seen like probably 2 people. Only seen one person quit in my company in a race and went home for some medical stuff. Like even if you want to quit, you will not quit. They will not let you quit. Like the Army spends too much money on you. They let you they let you quit. You will not quit. Unless you just really don't want to do it and you go home. Other than that, basic training not that bad. Don't even worry about it. Like, cause in the moment, it's like anything. Like in the moment, you're like, oh, it's this and that. But over time, like if you take it one day at a time and you get to graduation, you go a little bit like, wow, I got through it. Yeah, it was hard, it was difficult, but I got through it. And that's the mindset you're gonna see. That's the one thing about basic training. You gotta take something away from it. Not even just like the shooting and the running. You gotta take something away from it mentally. Like, okay, if I could have got through this, what all I've been through, all the teasing, all the like the disrespect, the drill squad they give you, don't care what they say about you, they'll disrespect your whole family. You're like, not eating that much, being selective on what you eat, being treated like a kid. Like going through all that. If you can go through all that and make it through, you can go through anything. That's really what basic training teaches you, like how to go through tough times and how to make it through and be a soldier. But if y'all want a video on AIT, let me know. I know I made this video pretty quick. It's probably a quick video. Just like letting you know about basic training, a lot of running, a lot of PT, a lot of being in formation, like standing still, a lot of half right faces. Y'all gonna learn that half right faces is like a position you turn your body like 45 degrees, because the right face is like turn it this way, so it's like 90. You turn your body 45 degrees, and you get in like a plank position, like you get in the front leaning rest position, and you're gonna become accustomed to that. So like overall, like if you're joining the Army, like you shouldn't be worried about basic training. The only thing you should be worrying about is just make sure you're drinking water, because people heat cap. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you got a good positive mindset, and in 74 days you're gonna be a soldier. If you have any more questions, hit me up on Instagram. I have my Instagram down below. I get more personal with you right now. I'm just making a quick video. I'm tired as hell.